Hey guys, today I'm going to be ranking all four of the Indiana Jones movies. Now, I watched these movies last week. I watched all four of them because a reviewer I like watching called Chris Duckman. He's on YouTube. You should go check him out. He said that he's going to start reviewing all of them, and I didn't want to watch them until I watched the movies. So I did, and I'm going to be honest, Indiana Jones was one of those movies that I never understood why people like so much. I mean, sure, it's original, but I mean, if it's bad, but it's still original, it's just still bad. But now I understand why people like this movie. It was really fun to watch, and I enjoyed it. So my number 4 placement is going to go to Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I don't think that really surprised anyone. This is definitely the most hated movie. But as I was watching this movie on Netflix, I thought to myself, if this was its own standalone movie, I feel like it would have gone. I feel like it would have gone better praise from critics and just pretty much everyone. But it didn't feel like the Indiana Jones movies. They brought in aliens and all. It was weird. I didn't like it. I was debating on whether to put Temple of Doom or Crystal Skull for fourth, but when I started thinking about it, Temple of Doom feels more like an Indiana Jones movie, and that's the reason that it's not fourth. With that being said, it's third. I really just didn't like Temple of Doom. I gave a C on my Instagram page, so it was barely passing. And to be honest, I just didn't like it. I really hated, I forgot her name. That one famous chick. I really hated her character. She was very annoying. But my favorite part about that movie and what might have even saved me is Indiana Jones and Shorty's relationship. It's just really sweet and heartwarming, and I liked it. But with that being said, besides that, there's really not that much redeeming qualities about this. But I heard that there was a lot of controversy, so I looked into it, and it was about the racist depictions. And I didn't really realize it, racist depictions of the, I think that it was India, of the Indian people, that is. And I didn't really see it as I was watching the movie, but when I thought back, I was like, yeah, that was pretty racist of them. Mainly the part where they're in the palace and they're all eating bugs and there's eyes in the soup and just stuff like that. And there was also a controversy about the violence. Indiana Jones 1 was way more violent than this. I often find controversy to be stupid and ill-founded. The racism controversy, that is very well-founded. This is a racist movie on some parts. But the violence just, it really isn't. Indiana Jones 1 is just so much more bloody and gory. And I think the racist part of the controversy is very dumb, like I said. And number 2 goes to Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Now, I really, really liked this movie. It was very well made. The characters were way better than 2. And I really liked how they brought in Indiana Jones' dad. They didn't take the traditional route with the father-son relationship in the movie. How they're always like, you left me, no, I helped you. And then they just make up. They did sort of go into that, but it was mostly like, yeah, you just researched about the Holy Grail a lot, we never talked. And his dad was like, well, what do you want to talk about? And sorry about that, my grandma just called and it kind of just stopped the video. And that's really annoying because now I'm going to have to edit this. But like I was saying, they didn't really take the traditional route. They kind of just mentioned it once, and then it was over with. And again, I really liked their relationship, much like Shorty's and Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom. But I would prefer. I do think that the Temple of Doom relationship was a lot more heartwarming and more entertaining. Not more entertaining to watch, but just it feels like if I could choose which one I would rather have with someone, I would choose Temple of Doom. But some of the jokes were very awkward, and one scene specifically, I'm not going to, get into it because spoilers, but it just felt more awkward than funny, and I wasn't really a big fan of it. But besides that and a few other problems with the movie, I really didn't have any problems with it besides that. It was very good and very entertaining. Now, my number one pick is Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. That comes as a surprise to no one. This movie is basically flawless, except for one problem I have with it. With the cinematography, there's a lot of shots where someone's in the camera and you just see the shadow of the other person that they're talking to on the wall. I felt like they used that a lot of times, like way too many times, but besides that, I don't really have a problem with it. The animal work in this movie is amazing. I would quit my job as an animal trainer for a movie when it came to training that monkey. I just get cold sweats thinking about it. But the acting was great. Maybe one of Harrison Ford's most iconic roles besides Han Solo, that is, because no one can beat Han Solo. But yeah, that's my official ranking. And it probably won't change. I'm pretty set on this. I just really wasn't a big fan of Temple of Doom. Maybe one day, if I rewatch them all, I'll be like, you know what, I actually like Crystal Skull better than Temple of Doom, but most likely not. So yeah, that's my official ranking. If you agreed, like, and if you didn't agree, comment what your ranking will be.